you very much. I think one of the points that have to be made is about this lady judge that's handling this case. Right from the onset, considering Aisha Huang as a flight risk, the positions she took, and the fact that she was very nationalistic in the doing of her job. You just have to position her against the judge, I think it was One Quest in Takwa, who prosecuted, on whose court they prosecuted some 4 Chinese people. And he, in sentencing these foreigners, sentenced them to the minimum sentence for Ghanaians. You know, just a fine of 2,400 Ghana cedis. And seeing that finally we have got some conviction. My only pain is that apparently when we rearrested Aisha Huang, we still were prosecuting her under the old law. And my question I ask is that when she was rearrested, coming back again, was there, I think that was one of the charges. And then does she not get involved in any mining activity for which then the charges should have been under the current punishment regime? So yes, it's great that we've seen some prosecution of somebody who is not just one of those people we find in the forest reserves, and we've been able to get to the point where we're getting to. And I agree with Nana when he talks about getting to the basis and finding out why this thing is happening. But and again, when Doc talks about the fact that we're going to go into an election next year, and if you look at what has happened, the sinusoidal dances we've been doing, and we are confronted with such grave challenges as a country, but I don't think we are passionate enough. And the Forestry Commission, unfortunately, I don't believe you're doing enough, you know, to really be able to resolve the issues. Not too as well. I think all of us, and even all of us as citizens, but those who are actually being put in power, you know, to be able to deal with it. When excavators are seized, you know, excavators are, even for your mobile phones, we can trace back up to the IMEI number and be able to trace that back to you. So why is it that those people who have brought in all of these excavators, the weapons of terrorism that are using them, have you seen us go after any of them? Why is it that we're sitting here up till today? The Minister for Land and Natural Resources said Akonta mining was involved in an illegality. What has happened to that? I can tell you, go to when Erastus was taken to court by Heritage Imperial. In their court document, they talked about the fact that they were involved in a mining activity. We wrote to the EPA. The EPA said they did not have the permit to do that. So why is it that people like this were not dealing with that? You see, so when we don't deal with the root causes of the challenges that face us and keep on dealing with just the symptoms, unfortunately, we will be mining in 13 regions, but by the time we see it, our very existence would be gone. We forget that Ghana, we are not the first Ghana. The first Ghana went into extinction. And the way we are going, we are also going to go into extinction. It is something we have planned. It is something we are engineering. It's something we are doing. And we're going to get there. You know? And so I think that for all of you who sit in Accra, all of you who sit in your comfort zones, and the thing that this thing is not about you, it's not about your survival, the time for us to say no is now. You know, as middle class, one of the things we've all agreed with is to say that we will do elections. And because of that, we do it. Yeah. If all of us at middle class decide that we'll work together with everybody to ensure, then we won't sit and allow the environmental ministry to take that law to that bill to Parliament and decide that we are going to allow mining, find a way of mining in forest reserves, places of significant biodiversity areas. It just tells you of our psyche as a people. that what is it that is important to us? I know that when you go to war and you poison the water of your enemy, that is considered as a grave war crime. I wonder what is there when we as a people decide to poison our own water.